Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now today, President William Ruto invited a group of leaders and residents from Kirinyaga County to State House for a meeting. I want to tell you that the State House compound is full to the brim because indeed they also came in their numbers. The other thing you should be asking yourself is that if the president can manage to have such a meeting at the State House, who has sponsored that meeting? Imagine everyone who will be leaving this place, they will leave with not less than 10,000 each. Kwa hivyo tumefika kwa siasa, na hata kama ni kununua kura, basi tutasema ya kwamba Mheshimiwa William Ruto ameanza hiyo safari. Now, the Kirinyaga governor, Ann Waiguru, was the one leading this group to State House, together with the Professor Kithure Kindiki. And with this delegation, Ann Waiguru was granted a chance to address the audience. There is something she said, which is our focus in this discussion. That for Kirinyaga, they have decided they are in government. It's okay. Then she said something in reference to other presidents to make a point to fit what Ruto would want to hear, with also a message to the people, because there is some kind of intimidation toward the opposition in Ann Waiguru's statement. That we have people who are walking around the country with one term. But what she goes on to say is that even the very same people who are walking with one term knows very well that it cannot work, that one term. Wanajua vizuri sana, the same people. Who are these people? The opposition. Those opposed to this regime. Then she went on to use examples that even with the Kibaki, he had his own many problems, but they will never manage to remove him with one term. Uhuru came in until we had a repeat of election, but they were not able to remove Uhuru. Now, you look at around the whole country, you now spot Ruto as the only person you can use one term to remove. This is Ann Waiguru. There's a message here.
Mimi nasema hivi, kuna watu wanazunguka, na mimi nilisema juzi watu wakashangaa. Mimi ni mmoja wao wa watu ambao naongea na kila upande, kwa sababu napenda kuwasikiza. Hata hao wenyewe wanajua hawawezi toa William Samoei Ruto. Hata hao wenyewe wanajua. Hata hao wenyewe wanajua. Kama Kibaki alikuwa na shida na hakuweza, waliweza. Alafu pia Uhuru mpaka tukarudia uchaguzi hawakuweza kumtoa. Sasa mkiangalia nchi yote ya Kenya, mumeona William Samoei Ruto ndio mtu mtatoa na one term. Hiyo inawezekana? Sisi ni watu wa two term. Mumeamini maneno ya two term? Na ni modore, moremona viete mwana oragwa. Moremona, mimi mkiniangalia, mimi niko katika serikali, Your Excellency, na ukiangalia wabunge pia wa Kirinyaga wako na wewe. That already inakuambia kitu. Kwa sababu ukiangalia wabunge wote Kirinyaga wako chini ya William Samoei Ruto na chama cha UDA. Wale ambao tumepoteza ni wawili tu, na pia hao mimi nadhani tukifika pale karibu utawaona hapa wakikutafuta. Utawaona hapa kwa sababu hakuna mali ingine wanaweza enda, si ndio? Mmekubali mtashikilia William Samoei Ruto.
Ann Waiguru did not stop there. She went on to hit indirectly to the broad-based Because when she went on to say that hao wengine wamejaribu kusimama mara 5. Who is that person mara 5? Hawajawahi pata. Sasa sahizi wanafikiria William Ruto ndio watatoa one term. Ni nani hawa wamesimama mara 5 without winning, and now they want to try today? Listen to her.
Hao wengine wamejaribu kusimama president karibu mara 5, hawajawahi pata. Sasa saa hii ndio nawauliza, saa hii ndio wameangalia waone ati William Samoei Ruto ni mtu ati mtatoa kwa Wanga.
Now, I want us to continue with the panel discussion, but before we go deep into that, I have a quick and humble request for those who are watching the channel, and you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to our discussion. Now, to start with the last statement from Ann Waiguru, that hawa wengine wamejaribu kusimama mara 5 na hawajawahi pata. Ann Waiguru is actually speaking about ODM party, and the person who has been able to try it severally without clinching to power. I'm not talking about without winning election. It's different. Without clinching to power is the late Raila Amolo Odinga 5 times. So she's saying that saizi ndio wataweza. The issue is that now Raila is not there, who has been trying 5 times, and the owner of ODM is not there. Sasa wewe Sifuna, Babu Owino, James Orengo, mtaweza. You see, this is also another way of hitting indirectly to Oburu Odinga, Gladys Wanga, and the team that you've been trying without, sorry for that, winning. Now you think today, look at that. But anyway, our focus is on the people that Ann Waiguru mentioned. Kibaki, Uhuru. What was her intention? Let's look at it very critically. How did Kibaki manage to survive second term? It was not possible. Kibaki did not even have enough number of members of parliament. ODM had the numbers at that time. This is what brought in post-election violence 2008. Why? Because someone stolen the election. So imagine with all the problem that Kibaki had, that Kibaki did not have enough numbers. He did not got enough votes. But he still served for second term. How can you make William Ruto a one term? Ann Waiguru is telling us that Ruto is going to make another Tarakaniti in this country in 2027. Because when you hear about 2007, 2008 election, you remember about Tarakaniti votes. There are cooking figures somewhere to force Ruto on power. That if you will not get enough votes, the Tarakaniti thing will repeat itself. Because how do you invoke Kibaki when we know the history was not good? She has talked about the issue of Uhuru Kenyatta and repeat of an election. The 2017 general election was nullified by the then CJ and his team. Why? Because Maraga said election is a process and it should be followed. So the process was not right. And I can tell you, it wasn't just that easy that Maraga stood and nullified election. They had enough evidence that Uhuru had not won that election. There was enough evidence. And so, it gave them that power and the courage, the confidence to nullify it. So Ann Waiguru is telling us that if Uhuru stole the election, it got nullified, we repeated it, again, he stole that election. Then we have Ruto here. Kwani Ruto, yeye ni nani asiibe? That's why I told you in the beginning, he is using intimidating language to scare the opposition. That if they are so much interested in 2027 general election, thinking they can win, it is not going to be easy, because Ruto will not leave it to anyone, whether he win or lose. That is a message to intimidate opponents. This message is also here to, she's directing it to the business community and interested people in the opposition leadership who are in capacity to sponsor a candidate to run against William Ruto. That those who are thinking so, you will be wasting your money because the group will not clinch to power. Sasa pia ana-intimidate wale jamaa, because unajua kila mtu wewe simama presidency kama huna watu wanakusaidia. You need serious people to sponsor you, support you financially. Ann Waiguru is now communicating to that group of people that you will be wasting. So Anna has just confirmed that Ruto will use every means possible, including rigging like how Kibaki rigged, including rigging like how Uhuru Kenyatta rigged in 2017 in order to remain in power. Hiyo ndio kweli. So I don't know this, but that is her remarks. So let us be in the comment section to continue with our discussion. Thank you so much and see you in our next video.